Hey guys, Ramblin Bob here, and I made a big mistake. So, cost me a little bit of money, but that's okay. You live and learn. That's what education is for, is so you don't make mistakes again, and I can help other people not make the same mistake. So, my mistake came from, my idea was, let me unplug this here. Let me pull that. Okay, so I can get in here. Okay, so my mistake was, I had one of these new, the MJ32 cables that you could power dump from the bottom battery way down there, and then there's a bottom battery way down there. So the system, the E3600 LFP, has two batteries and two batteries. It forms almost like a leg. Like if this was the body, those are the legs, right? And that's the end of the run for both sides, 4 batteries max. So I had one of these hooked up to one of the batteries, and I wanted to put that into the E2000. I'm trying to burn out some extra power here. I think that's pretty good. So now I'll take that out. And because I'm 100% full on solar already, and I don't have anywhere else to put it. And this is what this cable was used for. So I can, when I plug this in, I get about 550 watts. Okay, 550 watts charging. This one's a little deceiving here. It says 600 per side. I have never been able to get more than 1100 watts in, whether I do AC or DC charging on this E2000 LFP. Never really noticed that for a long time, but obviously you can see that. Remember, that's supposed to get 600, right? So it's tapped out at about 541. I've actually seen it get to 550. But okay, so I digress here. So the second one I bought is here. I tried to do both of these ports, okay, because there's two XT-60. This will be a little confusing. I'm trying to make it as easy to explain as I can. So you get two XT-60s per MJ32 port, right? And if you hook up both of those to the system, it doesn't like it, because basically what you're doing is you're charging something off the same battery. It doesn't like that because it's dual input from the same source. So solar does not like that, any energy source, because you're looping it almost. So what happened was I thought, well, I'll buy a second cable, and then I could plug that in, and that could come off one leg, right, the battery stack that's down here, and one would come off the other battery stack. So those of you who are into solar pretty good, you could see the mistake that I made already. So I assumed that it would come from this battery down here and this battery down here, not understanding that, or not remembering that this entire system creates one large battery, right? One large battery source. So it doesn't matter where you're coming from, the whole thing is connected as one power source. So what happens is, and I'm going to plug this in, it's probably not a good idea, but I'm going to do it anyway. I've already seen what happens, is your MPPT controllers will fight each other for the same power source, and that's where you have the problem. You don't want that. You want separate power sources for each MPPT controller. It's known as kind of like double dipping. You don't want to do that. You don't want to go and grab 2 lines from one solar panel and try to charge 2 things. It's not a good idea. Okay, so watch what happens when I plug in the second one now. And so basically, long story short, is I have an extra cable that I don't need, so I'm going to keep it in my backup because I already bought it, so it's too late. Okay, so when I plug this in, notice I'm getting 542. Now watch what happens, and you'll hear that little snap there when I try to plug in a second one from the same source. I'm risking this so you don't have to. That's why I'm doing it. Okay, did you hear the snap? Okay, so what that's going to do now is it's going to make, you see how erratic that is? It's basically trying to pull from the same power source 2 different ways. See this? 420, 498, 482. And notice it doesn't go up any higher. It actually came down. Look at 530. See how erratic it is? 560. See that? So that's what you don't want to do, guys, is try to pull 2 power sources from the same array, if you will. Remember, all 5 of these batteries make one large battery source. And what I was assuming is each cable would come from that battery and that battery. And it doesn't. It actually comes from this power source and this power source. So that's a mistake that I made. Notice it goes right back up when you unplug the second one. So if you do have the E2000 LFP and you want to use this was my idea too. If you want to use a second cable, do yourself a favor, save your money. Do not buy a second cable like I did. You'll throw your money away unless you want a spare cable, which I don't recommend. Well, I do recommend a spare cable, but not in this instance, guys. You do have 2 options on each cable to charge two systems, so you don't have to worry about having an extra open port. Like if I charge one with that one to here, right, which is kind of, yeah, this one I thought it was off camera. If I wanted to charge one side to here and one to here, this would go up to 550. As you can see, it's almost there. And then this would go up to about 700. But just a quick reminder, guys, do not buy this cable unless you understand what you're doing. I made the mistake. So if you have the E2000, guys, save your money. All right, Ramble Bob, be safe. I'll see you next time here on Ramblin Bob Reviews. Bye, guys.